What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I have been trying not to do this video, trying to wait for this person to come around, but they are still being very shady towards me. And you will learn that it's nothing that I did. Okay, so I have this friend. We're gonna call her Different, cause she been acting real different. So me and Different have been friends since 10th grade. Um, so that's a lot of many years ago. And everything's been good with us. Like even when I switched schools, we still kept in contact and stuff like that. Like we've been friends throughout the year. Like I said throughout the year, but throughout the years we have been like really good friends. And so this new form of shade that she's giving Honey is just shocking. First of all, excuse how I look. Like y'all know, like I'm in my home when I record my videos, and I'm going to be comfortable. Like I like to be comfortable. I call myself a fatty McNatty. This is my fatty McNatty look. When I'm cleaning and taking care of my home and things like that, I like to be comfortable. So this is what I'm giving, honey. Okay? If you hear any little pitter patters of feet, that's my puppy. You know I let her run free, let her do her thing. Sorry, let me stop being extra. But so anyway, back to the story. So it all started. I say about maybe 3 or 4 months ago. She was going on a Jamaica trip. And she hit me up because I was the last resort, like I always am when it comes to these kind of friends. So she hit me up, and she was basically, can't talk. That's what you get for talking about people, because you can't even talk, Jasmine. Okay, so she hit me up and she was like, is there any way you could watch my son while I go to this trip, because I have nobody to watch him. My mom is charging me $400 and something, close to $500 just to watch my son from what she say, Wednesday to Friday. And can you, like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, girl, say no more. Like, it's fine. I watch his son. You know, I babysat him before. Like, you know, you deserve this trip. You work very hard. You need this trip. Go have fun. Just make sure you send his clothes and everything that he's going to need. And I'm not on here trying to fraud or front. I told her I don't have food in my house. This is not my shopping week. So you need to send him, you know, send some money so he can be able to eat. I said, I'm not going to be ordering out like that, but I'll go to the store and I'll go get some stuff. Now, first of all, when you have a friend and they're telling you, you know, they don't have food in their house, you know, enough for your son, you know, to eat and stuff like that, it shouldn't be no problem with you sending all the things that he needs. So, now mind you, this was like the day before she called, so he was coming like the next day. But I still said yeah, cause I'm that kind of friend. Like I'm there for my friends. I don't do my friends how they do me. Like I don't only call my friends when something wrong is happening. I don't always call my friends when I need something. Like, you know, I talk to my friends, you know, I try to talk to them every day, every other day. You know, I try to be a consistent friend, a loyal friend. Like, you know. So he came like the next day. When he came from like football practice or whatever. He had no clothes. Nobody made sure that his bag and stuff was packed when, I mean, so he can, you know, be able to spend the night. He came with no clothes, no toothbrush, no socks, no change of underwear, no nothing. So after coming from football practice, he couldn't even take a shower. And then that night I had dinner covered. I cooked like fried chicken and I think rice and corn or something like that. And he was eating first, seconds, and thirds. And then was still hungry, like, is there any more chicken left? And I just was like, oh my God, but I should, having a little brother and a nephew, I should have expected that because, excuse me, I just ate some nachos. Okay, so let me just throw that burp away. It didn't happen. Okay. So, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, he just ate 3 plates and he's asking, is there any more chicken? I'm just like, well, you can go in there and see, I don't have no problem with feeding anybody. As you can see, I'm a big again. I eat. Okay, but anyway. So yeah. So then him and my boyfriend was just playing the game and they were showing out. Everything was all good. But that same day, I hit her up. Like, he doesn't have any clothes, no toothbrush, no nothing. I don't even have no extra toothbrushes. You didn't send the money. Like, he didn't have the money, for food. Like, what's going on? She was like, oh, I'll cash app it to you. And so she sent me $50. So the next day I went food shopping. I had to add some of my money to it, which, because I already said I didn't have any food. I've been feeding your son with the stuff that I already had. So the $50 that she sent was basically just to get him all his stuff. It was to get, I asked her, all the things that he liked, and that's what I did with that $50. I might have took $10 out of that $50 to add towards the money that I had to put towards the bill, just to get some stuff so I could have things to eat when her son is going. So I had to put about, I say, $44 of my own money, just so he won't, it be stuff left. Like I said, it be food left for when he leave. So she ended up cash apping me the $50, but when you take out the money earlier than what it's supposed to, it take like $1 or like some cents from you. So I really didn't get the whole 50. But I was cool. I went and did the food shop and got him all the stuff that he liked. And so when he came from football practice, he had everything. He was happy. Then it was an issue where his dad, who stepped up to the plate and was like, he'll be the one taking him to school and all that while she's in Jamaica. Next thing you know, he's texting, talking about he don't got no gas to come get him for school and all this extra stuff. Finally got that out the way. It was just a lot. Like, why you as the dad would sit there and say, oh, I'll take him to school, I'll take him everywhere he needs to go while you're in Jamaica, and knowing that you don't even have gas money. Why would you sit there and have your son spending the night all these days at somebody's house and he don't have no clothes? So finally, his dad came and got him from school, got that issue together. Then got the issue together with him having his clothes. He got him his clothes. So things were going on the right page. Then it became an issue where her mom, Different's mom, kept hitting up a different son, talking about, oh, where you at? Oh, you staying over there? How much is your mother paying her to watch you? And all this other stuff. Like, did she get paid already? Like, just keep asking about the money, asking about the money. First of all, I don't understand how the grandmother wanted close to $500 to watch her own grandson. Excuse me? Like, the whole thing was just crazy. And the whole time, like, the grandmama is calling and asking all these questions. And she's really had a problem with him being over here. It was a lot. But I try to remain calm, remain cool. Just trying to keep it all together and trying to be respectful and not cuss nobody out. Because why are you worrying about what I'm getting paid? It's not $500, boo-boo. So, he didn't end up staying the whole time. He stayed till, like, I think, he stayed about 4 days, something like that. And then he went over his friend's house. But I made sure that everything that I brought for him, I put it in a bag, and he took it to his friend's house. There was nothing left over from that $50 that she gave me that I spent on him. He took everything with him. So now we get to to the little issue where she done changed. She done started acting different. So, she had got back and she started getting into the swing of things, you know, getting back to work and stuff like that. So, excuse me, my hands is ashy. And these burps, let me throw this burp back there. Excuse me, y'all. This is disrespectful, but this is what I'm giving. So, we got to the point where we started talking about like how much she was going to pay me. And I was like, well, I really don't know like how much to charge, like, you know. So then the next day I was like, oh, well, you can just pay me $60. And so she was like, $60. Oh, I'll pay you when I'm done paying everybody else. So I had to borrow money for this and that. And I was like, okay. And so then I started hitting her up as normal, like, you still my friend, at least I thought. So I was hitting her up like, hey, girl. And she was like, oh, hey. That oh, hey? It was it for me, honey, because I could already tell, like, it's an issue. So I'm just like, how are you? And she was, like, responding, like, either, you know, when somebody give you those little 1 or 2 words, or they take too long to respond, or when they're talking, it's like they have a little attitude, like they're typing with an attitude, honey. I can feel it. I can see it, and it's jumping out the screen, honey. So I'm just like, okay. So then she started peeping that I started noticing that she was acting kind of shady, a little different. And so she was just like, oh, I just had a long day at work and this and that. And I was just like, okay. And that was the last time that we talked, because I'm the same friend that used to babysit for you back in the day. I'm the same friend when you used to come to my apartment early in the morning after you was done partying, having sex with my cousin. You was coming to my house smelling like liquor, body stinking from all the sex that you was having. And you was spending the night at my house. Like, I'm that same friend. Like, I always come through for you. And yeah, I'm talking to you, and yeah, I'm mad. This is why I didn't want to do this video, because I knew it was going to piss me off. But I'm that same friend that always been there for you. All the time that you was crying about different relationships and stuff like that. Yeah, I used to confide in you when I had that relationship or whatever that I was having trouble with. And you also let me borrow $30. Well, honey, if the $30 that you let me borrow was such an issue and was going to have you acting different, then you should have deducted that $30 from the money that you owed me from babysitting, and then I still would have been eligible for $30 that you owe me, honey. So, like, you know, just remember, you forgot all them times when you used to be coming and sleeping in my recliner chair after nights of partying and having sex. You forgot about that. You know, people forget about all the things that you used to do for them. Now, if it wasn't for me, all that money that you spent on your little Jamaica trip, you wouldn't have been able to go, because your own mother didn't want to babysit her grandson unless she was paid. Yeah, I'm getting mad because I can't speak. Let me gather myself. Your mother didn't want to watch your son unless she was paid close to $500. I decided to help you out, and now you start treating me different? Honey, I was the same person who stood by you when my cousin was making fun of your arm. And I seen how, well, wasn't making fun of it, but asking a whole bunch of questions, and you was getting really uncomfortable. And I stood up for you against my cousin. You know, and my cousin felt some kind of way because he felt like you was trying to get in between, you know, us or whatever. Like, why would you sit there and make a big deal about it? I stood up for you. I've always stood up for you since high school. And this is how you treat me? Like, I'm more hurt than anything, because, like, the fact that you just was so different and so nasty through that text message, and it's like, you was the one that was just like, oh, well, you didn't give me no price, so I don't know what, Coco, I don't know what to charge. And then I hit you back like, oh, $60 is fine. I charged you $60 when your own mother was charging you close to $500. And this is what you do to me? Like, if you didn't have it, you could have just said, you know, I don't have it. You know, but you know that I'm not getting money in the way I used to, so now I'm budgeting everything, and I sat there and gave the food that I had in my refrigerator, knowing that this wasn't grocery shopping week, just so your son can eat, and you do this to me? Like, I'm so tired of being loyal to people, and then they just turn around and give me their behinds to kids. But I tell you one thing, I made this video because I knew that after this video come out and you see it, the friendship was already going to be over, but you did this. You ended this friendship, and so what we used to have is going to be left in 2019 because I feel highly disrespected. I have always been there for you. You know, then you seen that I was renting out rooms. You kept saying, I'm going to get a room, I'm going to get a room. Oh, I'm tired. Me and my mom having problems. She want money, money, money this. And kept making me hold on to them rooms, thinking that you was going to rent them out. And all you did was just play me out on that too. I have never played out my friends. I have never disrespected my friends. I have never been not loyal to my friends. I'll always be there when my friends need me. And the fact that you did this to me, you lost a good friend. And I always knew that you were shady because you dabble in social media like I do. And the fact that you will only post your light-skinned, skinny friends and only posted me once when I post you a lot on my pages lets me know that you never really effed with me anyway because I was a big girl. I knew your shade a long time ago, but my loyalty was so loyal that I still stuck by you as a friend. But guess what? I hope you enjoyed that trip to Jamaica, honey. And I hope our friendship was worth losing. But I'm done. And I told this story to let people know to watch out for people like you. Bye-bye. Thank you all for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment situations that you've been in with your friends and how they threw shade and how they was nasty to you. And I just might like them. Bye, babies.